Hello guys, this is Negacious, what's going on? And welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. In the last episode we made our, well, I wouldn't say grand, but we made our comeback to Katawa Shoujo. Cool stuff happened. We went to the art gallery of Nomiya's friend, Sayonji, who kinda evaluated Rin's works and said that if Rin does more of the, more pieces of work, she'll be able to get an exhibit. And Rin also got a permission to skip classes basically for the rest of the term, so she can focus on painting. If there was a complicated name for that, but then we went to look for Rin after hours, inside school, because we felt like we need to congratulate her. And she was asleep in her class, on her table, and it was really freaking sweet. Go check it out from the last episode. Regardless, now it's the next day, and we are in class, so let's get this going. The next Monday is marked by a strange emptiness that grips me, caused by the knowledge that I won't be able to see Rin whenever I want to anymore. God damn it, my mic is all screwed up again. This hollow feeling's a little bit disconcerting, but I make it to the afternoon all the same. My last class is, in a word, terrible. It's not that the lesson is that bad. It is, however, boring, and it's so hot in the classroom that I feel like I'm melting. The air conditioning is either broken or turned off, so the windows are open. It makes no difference, since the air outside is completely still. Only the chirping of cicadas carries inside. Cicadas, yeah. Cicadas. Cicadas or cicadas? I'm not sure which way to pronounce that. Or the word. The sweltering heat permeates the room. Students and teachers alike are in an almost delirious state. I just want to stand up and walk out of here without caring what the teacher or anyone else says. I can see I'm not the only one with these thoughts too. Next to me, Misha is shamelessly holding her skirt up a bit and fanning air in with her notebook. Only Shizune seems to be as cool as always, sitting with her back perfectly straight, arms folded on her chest, her eyes fixed on the questions scrawled on the blackboard. Damn. I keep shooting yearning glances at my watch, but it doesn't help the time go by any faster. It's funny. I remember how badly I want to get out of the hospital and go back to school. Now all I can think of is the upcoming summer vacation and freedom from classes and homework. Perhaps it's human nature to think only of the situation at hand. That's actually true. Finally, the bell rings. Relieved, my classmates and I burst out into the hallway, already crowded by students from our neighboring classes. I spot Emi's diminutive figure nearby and walk up to her. Hey there. She smiles sweetly, clearly happy to see me. Hisao, what's up? Is your classroom super hot too? And to get that really chirpy voice for Emi. Yeah, it is. I thought I was going to melt in there. Nothing else is really happening though. Feeling a bit weird now that Rin's on her great adventure or whatever you want to call it. Emi's face cracks in a wider smile and she jumps up and down enthusiastically. Isn't it great? I'm so happy for her. I bet everyone will like her paintings, and she'll sell a lot of them and make piles of money. Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out great. I'm totally sulking at her though. She huffs angrily and places her hands firmly on her hips, even letting a little anger seep into her voice. It doesn't quite have the impact she's probably hoping for, but I say nothing. Why's that? She said that she doesn't want me to go see her. Oh, yeah, she mentioned that. I guess she prefers to not be distracted. I can understand that.
I don't think that I'm that much of a distraction. Besides, I'm sure she'll forget about sleeping and eating properly if someone's not there telling her to do it.
What the fuck? I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but there's like a big ass truck like driving back and forth like through the road to which I'm residing, so what the fuck? If you hear like a really like or something like that, it's because of the freaking truck driving back and forth. Don't mind it.
Sometimes she's like that, gets completely fixated on whatever and drops everything else. It really makes me worried, you know? Is she going to be alright?
Such friendship.
I wonder if she thinks I'm annoying.
Oh, Emi. I'm pretty sure that's not the case at all. Emi shakes her head, looking amused. I'm not sure if she's joking or not.
She has these weird ideas about a lot of stuff. Things just make sense to her in a totally different way than they do to me. I can't even remember all the weird stuff she's talked about over all this time. I don't think Rin does either, really. She's the type who would forget her own head if it wasn't attached to her shoulders. That's why I just can't leave her alone. Is that weird?
She leans against the wall, managing to look distraught, yet still cheerful as always. I get a strange feeling from it, about it, as though I were talking to two people at the same time. How would I know? Everyone's weird in some way, but if that's yours, it's a very nice way. At least I can understand what you're talking about, unlike Rin. Most of the time I have no idea what's going on inside her head either. Emi giggles, nodding in agreement.
I think it's okay even if you don't understand her. That's how she usually is.
Emi stands up straighter, brushing the hem of her skirt and straightening the waistline. She laughs awkwardly.
Wow, we ended up talking pretty seriously. What's up with you, Hisao? Why'd you bring this up?
Sorry. I didn't really mean to get into this sort of discussion either. I don't know. I've had this weird feeling lately about Rin. I don't know why. I feel a bit guilty bringing up something like this for no reason except my own anxiety.
He'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Suddenly, Emi clutches my wrist and twists it so that she can see what time it is from my watch.
Oh damn, this late already? I really should go. There's a meeting with the rest of the track team at the field. It's not going to be fun in this heat. We're going to sweat like pigs, but I promised I'd be there. Bye-bye.
She skips downstairs, leaving me wondering if what I said, or what Rin said rather, hurt her or not. Maybe what Emi herself said hurt her the most, come to that. So in the end, even the person closest to Rin is just as far apart from her as everyone else. I wonder if Rin herself ever feels that distance. I felt that like I was drifting away from the world too, during my hospitalization. I felt anxious and depressed, and even now, I sometimes still do. But I fight against it with all I've got. If Rin has been on that side of the divide for her whole life, I can't imagine how she could not be lonely. But perhaps she's truly different. I refuse to belong to that other place, but maybe she's found comfort there. Like Emi, I have a club meeting of my own, so I head straight to the art club room at the end of the hallway. Only a few members are present today, so the mood's even more laid back than usual. Rin's off working on her exhibition project, but I wonder if the rest are simply just playing hooky, defeated by the heat. I half-assedly sketch something with a piece of graphite, but do a poor job of it. My fingertips are turning pitch black from holding the graphite and smudging it on the paper, accidentally and on purpose. I've improved a little, but Rin's level is still far beyond my reach. Eventually, Nomiya comes in and makes his way around the room, checking on what we're doing and giving comments on the works in progress. He stops behind me and bends closer to look at my poor sketch.
Tried to take a few pointers from Tezuka, have you?
Well, I've looked at how she draws, but haven't exactly asked for advice, no.
Let's see here.
He casually picks up the piece of graphite from my hand and lightly draws some faint, barely visible lines over my sketch to illustrate places that need improvement. I already feel frustrated about not seeing the obvious flaws before, but with a couple of careless seeming flicks of the wrist, Nomiya has made them plain as day. Straightening up, he throws a sideways glance at the seat where Rin usually sits.
Such a nostalgic feeling, almost like a bird flying from the nest. I'll miss Tezuka when she graduates. It begins from here, you know. Nearly makes my eyes a little misty.
Do you really think she has a chance to make her big break with the exhibition? Nomiya turns up from my sketch, adjusting his glasses. He rubs his chin, looking contemplative. Contemplative, yeah.
Why not? It's not like she's going to be an overnight smash hit or anything, but getting the word out there is very important. Connections are pure gold, maybe the most important thing to gain if she is to become an artist. Word of mouth is very powerful in these circles. She has some advantages like her young age and technique. You know, the feet. People will be naturally curious about extraordinary things like that.
His words have an unpleasant ring to them. Isn't that just exploiting her disability to make her more popular? It sounds fishy.
Ah, no. It's not like that at all. Think of it from another perspective, like an artist. Would you rather have Tezuka hide herself completely from public view, as if her condition were something shameful?
I mean, it can be seen as both, depending on how you present it, to be honest. At least that's my personal take on it.
Some people will call it exploitation if we promote that aspect, or discrimination if we hide it. All considered, we're just being honest about it. There's nothing wrong with that, right, my boy?
I guess so.
Brilliant! It's true that disability always has sorts of implications in society, often nasty ones, but brushing things under the carpet won't help at all. I'm sure Sae will handle her side of the issue with delicacy. I've known her since art school and she's most reliable.
Why is she going so far for Rin's sake? Because it's you who asked?
Oh, she has her own reasons too. Trust this old man. She's more kind-hearted than she looks. Oh, but don't let her know I said that.
He gives me a big wink, covers his mouth with his hand, as if to push the remark back in. I remember the curious way Miss Sayonji looked at Rin almost the entire time during our visit to the gallery. It was like that woman was trying to imprint everything about her into her memory. Or maybe it was that Rin reminded her of something else.
Mostly Sae simply adores young people with passion for art. Her gallery specializes in this very thing, bringing up-and-coming talent to the public. It's a perfect fit for someone like Tezuka.
I don't even know if she wants to become a career artist though, but I guess that would be the next logical step.
I don't have the faintest idea. Like they say, a teacher can only show the door. It's the student who has to walk through it. An old, tired saying, but still quite true.
He leaves to chat with the pair of second-year girls working on some watercolors. Even though he said that cliched thing, it feels to me like Nomiya is trying to prod Rin through a certain door in particular, but I can't blame him for that. Are we gonna have like like a breakdown-ish thing regarding like Rin's career, because Rin's obviously like, I have a feeling that Rin is still conflicted over this whole thing, even though she agreed to do it. So I fear that we may be getting some more, this won't be the last that we'll hear of this conversation, to be honest. I literally showed Rin towards that door with my speeches about wasting opportunities and whatnot. Yeah, and that too. Nomiya feels like it's time for him to let Rin test her own wings. He has absolute confidence in this endeavor. I wonder why I can't shed the anxious feeling I have inside me. It shouldn't have anything to do with me. Maybe I'm just bothered by exactly that. I don't really have a part in this. I would like to be a part of Rin's life, and her a part of mine. Ah! Like friends should be. Well, I mean, that's what she called us. I wonder what she really meant. I feel like I'm so far apart from her, even when I'm not. It's the same as with Rin and Emmy. I can't understand her. What am I for her? Oh god, Save. You see, the thing with Rin is that she's so like, because she's as I said like literally a minute ago, I feel that Rin is still conflicted about this whole thing. So if we were to like ask ourselves as Hisao, what do we want, or what am I for Rin Tezuka? Wait, let me read this dialogue again. I feel like yeah, because do we want to understand her? Do we want to understand how she thinks and like sympathize with her? Or do we want to support her in kind of the you know, the whole exhibition thing and that kind of stuff. And I have a feeling that I'd like to pick I want to understand her, because I'm not sure how it would turn out yet, but I think it would turn out better than I want to support her, because if we say I want to support her, we'd be supporting the art exhibition, if I'm reading this correctly. We would be supporting the art exhibition and pushing kind of the career path of Rin forwards. But if we say we want to understand her, we would kind of figure out her real feelings towards this like art thing, because as I said, I'm sure that Rin still hasn't revealed like her whole view of the matter to us. So I'm going to pick I want to understand her. In the end, even though we made friends with each other, I don't really feel that we've gotten any closer. How could I call someone my friend if I don't understand her? Nomiya's boisterous laugh fills the quiet afternoon just as the club meeting ends. He pats one of the girls on the back encouragingly. I think about all the things that have led me to this point, all the things I've shared with Rin during the few weeks I've been at Yamaku so far. I understand so very little in the end, but I'm sure of one thing. If I want to keep going what I have with Rin, I have to throw myself into whatever will come out of this exhibition project, along with her. This is getting like tough. I turn my gaze back at the black mess of a sketch and the near invisible guiding lines the teacher drew over it. No pattern emerges, nothing that could take me further than I am. I put the graphite down on the table and think hard and honestly about what I really want. Okay, so the episode's about like 20 minutes long right now. We're going to stop this episode actually here, because we are now going to meet with Rin and I have a feeling the next episodes will be getting more insight into the whole exhibition project and especially towards Rin's like visions of it and like Rin's thoughts on it. So I'm going to keep this episode short, and we will kind of try aim more for the 30-40 minute marks on the upcoming episodes. So I'm sorry if this episode was kind of short, but I mean these things happen. Anyways, if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a comment down below. Whether it's casual banter or constructive criticism, I'll accept it all. And you can also click the like or dislike button, depending if you like the video or not. I appreciate your honesty. Also, you can click subscribe and the bell button next to the subscribe button in order to make sure that you get my videos into your sub box the moment they come online. My name is Negatious. The game was Katawa Shoujo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.